again. For the 4th time today, I think. Well, there we are. Absolutely no one will help me. How has the system let me down so much? Good news is I've had 1 apple and several cups of coffee all day, and I've lost £7 so far. The bad news is, at this rate, I'll start having heart murmurs and palpitations by Sunday afternoon, and I'll probably have some sort of heart attack by Monday morning, just in time for my birthday. Where's my little baby? My little baby's down here. Come on, baby. So, I don't know. I have given up. I've got absolutely no appetite. I only ate the apple to freshen my mouth up, strangely enough. Nothing else was doing it. And I know apples clean your teeth because of the acid in them, so I had an apple and freshened my mouth up. But that's not going to keep you alive, is it? Not that anyone gives a fuck. Ian Duncan Smith, I don't know what he's fucking doing. On the golf course, fucking his secretary, I don't know. He's certainly not talking to me. Caps. Oh, he's laying down. Come on, baby. Ah, his little purr, he's so gorgeous. To think I've only got 3 days of him left. And then he'll be going to another house. Another home away from me. Tabs is so enamoured with me that when I play my diary entries back to see how they come across, he sits there and watches them from corner to corner. How many of you can say you sit and watch it from beginning to end? Not many going by the stats. Oh well, like I keep saying, like I've emailed Pretty Patel, I do hope lessons will be learned. Because I'm just fed up with it all now. I can't be the only one going through this sort of shit, especially after speaking to various agencies like Housing Ombudsman, CAB, Shelter, Mind. I'm not the only one going through it. I'm constantly told, what are you doing, son? Don't eat the cables. He's eating the cables, my little baby. Come Monday afternoon, he'll have nothing but cables to eat. But there we are. I've been in bed wearing my clothes most of the day because I've been freezing, and that's another thing to do with malnourishment and undereating. My extremities are shutting down. My hands, my feet, stone cold. I have no one to call. I've just put in a complaint against the police. I hate doing that, but what else can I do? They're not investigating the complaint of racism, again, which I mentioned in a previous video. Go and have a look. And I have this constant niggle that if I was black, or at least if I wasn't white, the complaint would have been taken more seriously both by the council and by the police. And until they can prove otherwise, I'm not withdrawing those statements. If there's anything left, money-wise, Mary Priddis, you can have it all. Try to look after my cats, if I don't make it, or rehome them. I know you've got enough on your plate. But try and keep Merlin. He's gone through enough changes. I don't think he'd cope with anyone else. You or Lynn, and that would be it. And as you know, Caspi and Tabs, well, they're like a little team. They do need each other. Although Tabs is closer to Merlin lately than he is with Caspi. If things get desperate, I'll send you all my pins and passwords, so you can take whatever's in the accounts and you can take control of my emails and Facebook and YouTube. Hold on a moment, there you go. Caspi, come on. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Caspi, please leave the cables alone. I don't know what Caspi done. I had that happen earlier. So I'll send you all the details at the very last moment. Whoever's bothered out there, if I don't make it to my birthday, or if I don't make it full stop, can someone please take up my case? Because this time lessons have to be learned. Authoritarian local government, bullies, threats and intimidation is all I get from my local authority, and anyone that knows me would say I don't deserve it. And yet my neighbour, number 11, has lied to the police and no action is taken. Oh, she's not white. I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. Out, Caspi. He's playing with my feet. Jesus, boy. Yeah, so she's lied to the police. No one does anything. Several of my neighbours have broken the law, broken COVID, used drugs. No one does anything. I put one bag of rubbish out, I'm threatened with eviction. You go and work that one out. Oh no, you don't have to, do you? I'm the only white British bloke in the block, so it must be racism. That'll be the one. And yet no one wants to investigate. Probably because I'm white. No one's given me an explanation as to why they don't want to investigate. The council won't open any protocols regarding race. The police haven't done anything in 6 months. They've let me be bullied, threatened, intimidated. It should be classed as a hate crime. I am disabled. It should be classed as a hate crime. The police do not want to know. Yes, time and time again I've said the police shouldn't be coming round here doing mental health support, and I stand by that. They shouldn't. But when a disabled person is being victimised by people in the block, and everyone in the block knows I'm disabled, then it's a fucking hate crime! What does it take for the police to investigate a hate crime? Is it because I is white? Or don't you believe in mental health or disabled people is a hate crime? Because they certainly fucking did in Dagenham. I had children coming up to me and bullying me and threatening me, knocking on my door all hours of the day. That was classed as a hate crime in Dagenham. I moved to Waltham Forest, all of a sudden mental health goes out the window and nothing's a hate crime unless you're having a go at a non-white person, apparently. In my experience. So in this area, I don't know what they class as a hate crime. Having a go at a mentally disabled person should and is a hate crime. Why won't the fucking police do fuck all about it? My neighbours, council officers, hate crime. Investigate and charge them. Council office for racism as well. I'm not too sure about my neighbours. Racism. Okay, I'm the only white British person in the block, but I don't know whether they're being racist or discrimination because I'm autistic. Could be both. Charge and investigate. That's what I expect the police to do, not coming round doing mental health support and, writing up 10, 15 Merlins a year. Don't expect you to be doing that. But I do expect you to be protecting the weak of society like myself. The single person that has disabilities and illnesses that people pick on and bully. I expect the police to be protecting me, not to be coming round writing up bloody mental health reports. I will send a copy of this video over to Pretty Patel. I did actually appreciate the personalised letter from Pretty, even though she only said that she can't really follow up. But I do think this is something to do with the Home Secretary, and I think she needs to know. I'm sorry about the swearing, Pretty. But I am very, very, very angry and upset because the system, your system, Home Secretary, but not totally yours, you've inherited it, but your system has let me down. Local government, threats and bullies, and racist. Local police, just not investigating hate crime when there's a white person involved. In my experience, I don't know the rest of the records. I don't know what they're doing with hate crime in the borough. But in my personal experience, you mention hate crime and they laugh at you. Chingford Police came round here a year and a half ago when my neighbours were bullying me and shouting at me, and they towed me off. It's not a hate crime, Mr. Gibbons. Just because you've got mental illness don't mean you can call the police when you want. That's what Chingford Police Station told me a year and a half ago. So of course for a long time I didn't call the police because I didn't feel like I could trust them. Regardless, I still helped the SNT in my area. I still got them access to the community room so they could have a rest when they were down on the estate if they needed to and make a drink. I wasn't the one in the council saying, well, what are we going to get in return? I was the one fighting the council for the local police to have access, saying it's the fucking police. What do they need to do in return? It's the police. They got a key apparently in the end. But no, I get picked on and bullied because I'm autistic. Not, I don't mean by the police, but generally. All I expect is the police to look after me, like I try to look after their best interests. But no, it doesn't seem to work two ways. I can look after the police, but then the police stick two fingers up to me. Not so much the SNT, the local bobbies, but Chingford Police Station, I don't know where they're coming from. Saying people having a go at me and threatening me and restricting my access to the block because they were standing in my way is not a hate crime. Oh, let's put it the other way round. If it was a dozen white people stopping a black person from getting access to the block, would that be a hate crime? No, it was the other way round. One white person and a dozen non-white people stopping access to me. But that wasn't a hate crime. I'll tell you what, police, you can go fuck yourselves as well. I'm fed up with all of you. I don't get support from the police, not the SNT, remember, I don't include the SNT, the general police at Chingford. I don't get support from the fire brigade. They come round and make some bullshit story up about, well, we're not going to take action against the council about that. When they know fucking well that it's a breach of the law and they should be taking action, they just can't be bothered. I'm fed up of fighting and complaining all the time. I didn't really want to put a complaint in against the police. It's taken me 5 months to do that. But do it I have done. I've put complaints in left, right and centre with the council. They won't investigate it. They'll read the paperwork and say, Mr. Gibbons, you're a fucking idiot. I've seen the reports. It's not even my word against theirs. It's, well, their word plus all the paperwork against my word. Oh, right, okay. So, paperwork can't be tampered with or inaccurate. Paperwork's always the truth. Oh, I must forget myself sometimes. Of course no one fucking lies on paper or computer records. How did I get it so wrong all my life? And the only one on the end of the phone that is doing anything, apart from Mary, is Gina. And I've told her time and time again, including this afternoon, she cannot do anything. It needs someone like my lazy fucking MP, Ian Poxy Duncan Smith, who has never, I repeat, has never called me in 3 years, to actually contact me and tell me what he's fucking doing. How comes other MPs can send you emails and copy me in, but you can't do the same for me? Other MPs know how to look after their customers. Have you not been trained, Mr. Duncan Smith? Why are you incompetent? Oh, you're all right doing Facebook streams, putting posters up and, cleaning and cutting and doing all the PR stuff. But you're not very good when it comes to mental health or supporting the poorer members of your community. Oh, what, am I not Tory enough for you, Duncan Smith? Or is it you don't give a shit because your majority is so big you're not threatened by a little person like me? Oh, I do hope my death will be on your conscience. I hope I don't die. Not yet. I do have 3 kids to look after. But the way things are going, I have no appetite. I am not hungry, but I've lost 7 pounds today. At a rough weigh-in, I didn't really weigh properly, but at a rough weigh-in, it was about 6 or 7 pounds I've lost in one day. Thank you, Mr. Duncan Smith. I hope you're having a good evening. At this rate, there won't be many more of these, so just carry on, Mr. Duncan Smith. You'll have me dead like 600 of your colleagues want me. Apparently, Parliamentary Police has contacted my caseworker today. Oh, jolly good. Lessons will be learnt. I can hear it ringing around the News at 10 studios as we sort of listen. Lessons will be fucking learnt. Oh, there's the rubbish, by the way. I've got it illuminated so you can see. I don't know what to do. How long has this been? Just under 20 minutes. Go on. Fuck off. I'll speak to you later.